work which are around regenerative agriculture and economics. And I think that that's actually really beautiful. She expresses that with a really kind heart and real passion and interest. And she's here for her own clarity and centeredness and deeper understandings of how to achieve these different desires for her career and how to take it to the next level, as well as, I think, find that clarity within herself, not just the implementation in that sort of like very analytical way, but also the feeling way inside herself and the centeredness associated with it. And to meet all of us and to, I don't know, seems that also, she didn't say this directly, but enjoy this and have a good time.
Right on. Wow. I saw Sophia's head bob a few times, so that means you listened really, really well. Sophia, let's keep going. Why is Hamilton here?
Thanks, Hamilton. Good representation. Hamilton is here. I think the true drive of why he's here is to get out of the day-to-day and experience something new, experience different perspectives, see what the group has to offer and what Julian has to offer. But I think diving a little bit deeper, looking at, Hamilton has so much expertise and passion for where he comes from, just Latin America, having started in the Amazon, a lot of expertise in medicinal plants, a lot of diverse experiences as running 5 different startups. So plenty of accountability and ownership day to day. And I think just seeking to step out of that role and kind of refresh the perspective. And also share a lot of interesting insights, even thinking about NFT and interesting applications for that. And a lot of passion for applying that into different real world scenarios, including like more affordable housing and sustainability.
Wow, awesome. I love all the retention. We are mirrors to each other, period. We'll talk about that a lot more. But this is one of those little exercises that brings this out. Natalia, you were in a room with Dan, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Why is Dan in this group?
Dan would like to clarify deeper his audience in his coaching business and understand, what's the direction to take and kind of formulate his thoughts a little bit more specific. And he's curious about the group coaching experience generally. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what I got.
Perfect. Thank you, Hamilton. Thank you, Sophia. Thank you, Natalia. Dan, why is Natalia in the room?
Natalia is here to better connect with like-minded people as she creates this new world for her, as she moves away from New York, which she has some family there, and really just reestablish what this new beginning looks like for her and connect with the rest of the group.
Beautiful. Thank you, Dan. I will pass it to Evan, who was in the room with Kasim.
Yeah, so Kasim is here to really connect with like-minded people that are kind of in maybe a similar boat or like seeking to really discover a path for themselves and find, the dive deep into the entrepreneurial spirit. He is also, from his experiences living in Vancouver Island, he's also seeking to live his truth and seek others that are living his truth, and eventually learn how create a stable base so that when he quits his job and starts his own thing, he can live more freely. So.
Right on.
Thank you.
I guess I'll do Evan the name. So yeah, Evan is awesome. He's going through a lot of transitions. He finds himself in a place now where he's digging deep, and he's also very much connecting with amazing like-minded people, looking to expand his horizons and also step fully into that entrepreneurial endeavor. He really values the authenticism of people in this group, and he wants to bring that in his life. So seeking to connect and cultivate that within his life, and then also build his a business and his life around his values. So
brilliant. Thank you, Kasim. Thank you, Evan. Last match here for this round was Kyle and Asia. Asia, you go first.
Yeah, really enjoyed my time with Kyle. Kyle just finished university and is at a very exciting point of exploring passion, purpose, and seeking a sense of fulfillment. And so this program is an opportunity for Kyle to really dig into being an entrepreneur and exploring that. And he mentioned that he was really impressed by you, Julian, and just excited for the experience and what to learn and gain from this. And so I'm excited for Kyle's journey and what I learned from
Right
him
on.
today. Yeah.
Thank you, Asia. Asia is here because she has recognized that growth is not just an individual's pursuit. That she is currently bouncing that back and forth between her corporate role and her that coaching business that she is doing as well. And I had gotten that feeling from her that she is seeking more, and that she knows that there is more out there, and that she is really excited to learn from everyone here and to grow as a group, and to contribute as well as to gain. So that's super excited. I had felt at the liveliness of her energy, and I'm excited to see how that impacts everyone else here, as it has already impacted me. So thank you, Asia.
Beautiful. Awesome, guys. That was everyone. We'll skip Alex and myself for this round, as we are both here to hold the space for all of us. We'll hear more about the two of us as well as the journey continues. Right now, I want to take a short break with you all, and if you're able to do that where you are, plant your feet firmly on the ground and close your eyes just for a minute, and take a deep exhale first. Exhale through your lips, breathing out together, and then breathing in together through the nose, holding the breath at the top for 3, 2, 1, and exhaling again through the lips, sending that that signal to our nervous system that this is a good place to be. Let's keep breathing in that rhythm, inhaling through the nose, holding it gently, and exhaling through the lips in your own timing. This is a place where we can be fully seen, where we're safe, where it doesn't matter if we're right or wrong for the moment, but it matters that we show up as who we truly are, that we show up with who we are on this planet to be. And for this next exercise, I want you all to tap in deeply into who you are and share your full story with everyone else. So let's stay here in silence another 20, 30 seconds. See if you can feel your heartbeat. Keep breathing deeply. See if you can connect to that feeling that is uniquely you. It's a feeling, actually. That feeling that is uniquely you, that no one else on the planet knows, that only you have access to. Exhaling through the lips together. Letting any static energy melt off our back, let it drop back into the earth. Maybe sending deliberately with intent some energy into the ground below us, wherever we are in the world, so that this beautiful planet can feel us, from Peru to Russia, Metaslavia to North America, all the way, not forgetting about Mexico City here. We are connected, guys. So let's bring our attention back into the circle, slowly opening your eyes when you feel ready. I will send us again into breakout rooms. And for the rest of the session, I want us all to continue to practice this deep listening and this deep sharing. So each person will have full 9 minutes,
Wow.
okay, to share about yourself, your story, where you're from, what's going on for you, about your business, about what you're building, what you want to create. And the other 2 people in the room, because there will be 3 people in each room, all you got to do is to listen to the gift that this person in front of you is in this world. And as I read those new breakout rooms, Alex, maybe you want to share, or if anyone has a question, jump in.
Yeah, I'll share a little bit. I love this exercise. This is such a powerful one. So we're all going to have 9 minutes, and I encourage, especially the listeners, one thing that I found really powerful with this exercise is just allowing the person to tell their story. Not maybe if there's questions and everything like that, we encourage you guys to exchange contact information if you want clarifying, but just allowing to hold the space for that person to share their story however they want to share it without interjection, and just take and receiving. It's such a beautiful thing.
Exactly. So please time each other. I will send out messages throughout as well. Take the full space. So if someone is done after 3 minutes, no. This is also about being seen and being fully allowed to own the microphone. So help everyone to show up fully. You can go as far back as your great grandparents and what you know about them, or to yesterday, depending on who you are and how you tell a story. So have fun in those rooms, and I will be hopping around. So if I'm in your room, I'm just there to listen. Here you go.
You sure you're ready to hear me? Yay. Hello.
Hi, everybody.
Who wants to go
Hi.
first?
You go first.
I don't. That's all I know.
This is the tough part. Like I don't know if anyone else wants to go first. I mean, I can go,
I'll go.
but
I'll go. I don't mind. It's all the same. I'll go.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Hamilton, and yeah, I've lived a very diverse life. I grew up in California. I went to the University of Colorado, Boulder, graduated in 2000. I went down to South America into the Amazon. I started my first business. I was very interested in Amazonian medicinal plants, and I started one of the first Amazonian medicinal plant centers. That led to creating a really global movement. So I was part of the neo-shamanic revolution and a pioneer in creating what now is the psychedelic renaissance and the movement of psychedelic and plant medicines around the world. My company still operates. It's called Blue Morpho. It was my first company. It's been around for 20 years. We've been publicized by pretty much every major media outlet. I met Julian through doing a podcast with him about our work, and he invited me to the group. Since then, through the network that we created, we had people in our network from over 100 countries, and that were clients of ours, and over now 10,000, 15,000 people. And we pioneered really many of the things that are happening in that space in the world now. And then we created a think tank that was really interested in making a bigger impact. We were already doing the work that we could, but we wanted to really support people around the world to live a better life, fundamentally just live a better life. And so we started a think tank from our community, really focused around how we could use next generation technology to improve life. And we wanted to focus on first, better monetizing artists and helping the creative economy establish itself and become more independent and disrupt fundamental kind of mainstays of hi Julian, fundamental mainstays of the sort of global economic complex. So we focused on entertainment to start with.
Yes.
And we're in the process of launching an NFT marketplace. We started to pioneer NFT marketplaces in 2017 before there were any. And now we're focusing on 2 marketplaces. One is designed for the creative economy, like I said, for artists and designers and graphic designers from around the world to be able to better monetize and take advantage of their creative skills. Ultimately, the goal is to create a decentralized network of creators that can not only sell their work for time, like on Upwork and Fiverr and stuff like that, but rather be able to share their creativity and own their creativity, and then be able to receive royalties for the future trade of the media that they create.
Mhm.
So we see that there's a fundamental problem in the world that the media is typically used once and then it goes away. And really it creates source data that can be used over and over again to create more media. So digital assets become a way to be able to do that. So that became our first mission as a community, to be able to help artists. And actually today, the final product finally got handed over to us. So after 5 years of development, we are ready to disrupt some pretty heavy channels. And that led to another think tank that we created in the development lab. That's called Gaia Labs. And that group of founders wanted to impact real world assets and the way real world assets are traded. And we started predominantly with real estate. And so we've innovated the first way to create digital deeds for real estate that can be recognized by governments, so that homes and condos and apartments can trade in the digital age, and significantly streamline what that's like, really what the trade of real estate is all about. The ultimate goal is to create products that are make it much easier for people for affordable housing and better housing, not just affordable housing in terms of lower income, but really decreasing the cost and carry cost of homes by being able to use home equity in a more innovative and also safe way to be able to generate income and revenue from the equity that you have in properties themselves. So we've been doing that now for the last 5 years, as we've also continued running our company. COVID was a massive disrupt for us. The COVID shutdowns just was an unbelievable disrupt, and we've been in the process of reorganizing and dealing with that since then. I don't know how much more time I have, but yeah, we've been kind of busy doing all of that, and it's kind of in the core of my work life. My personal life is really stable. Very happy to be in a stable relationship. It's been going on now for around 10 years. And I think I feel very lucky. I got to partner with who was truly my best friend. So my best friend and I were friends for 7, 8 years before we actually got together. And that's turned into something really beautiful. We travel the world together. We moved. We're literally right now in the process of moving internationally. We were living for the last year in Uruguay, and now we've moved back to Peru. And from Peru, we'll be in the US and for business reasons, and then also family, and then kind of remote locating, a remote digital nomad life. And then I run retreats. And so our retreat center operates currently out of Peru, but we're going to be operating also in other locations. So we're in the process of expanding. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't know, I'm 44. Can't believe that. I see my own picture in the Zoom. I'm like, dude, how did you become 44? So I have a 20-year now career. It's been a wild ride. I've been an entrepreneur from the beginning, and feel very lucky to have been successful with our first endeavors. And I'm looking forward to the impact that we can make going forward. I kind of got, I don't know, disillusioned isn't the right word, but I'm kind of very questioning of what the future of humanity looks like, and global economies, and sort of a recreation of the global conflicts. And to me, that's a very sad thing. And so in seeing that happen, really kind of impactful at this time. When I was growing up, we were told that these kinds of things that are happening now would never happen again. That was what we were taught, and now they're happening again. And so I think it's time that the world who wants to see a better world beyond that unite in a positive way. Everyone only talks about, disrupt as this aggressive thing. And I think that that's actually the same thing that's always been going on. Mm-hmm. And so I'd like to see there become a very positive, very socially respectful oriented reorganization of different aspects of society that could make the human race and people just much more loving. It's very sad to me to see racism and polarities being really powerful now. I think it's completely insane personally. I don't adhere to it. The work that we've done in the Amazon with plant medicines takes you into states of consciousness where you see beyond those kinds of different differentiators. And instead you see people at soul, and you see them for spirit, you see them for who they are. And we've worked with, international clients. We had for many, many years, a very large Russian following.
Mm-hmm.
We were some of the first people to bring plant medicines into Russia,
Cool.
and to have Russian people come to us for it. And we had this huge community for it. So,
Nice.
хорошо. So, we were really, we were the first group to actually have Russian translators on all of our retreats.
Wow.
And yeah, it was like a really big thing. And so, we've been really about uniting people for the last 20 years. And I don't know, to see the rest of the world at the same time go into this phase has just been kind of tough. So I would like to, see what we can do to continue to impact that. When Julian told me that I could be part of this group, I thought this would be a good way to meet other people. I live a very isolated life, and typically when I meet people, you don't really get to share. I'm usually the coach or the teacher or the leader or the CEO or the chairman or the founder. It's like just whatever. Like at a certain point, there's something deeper than that. So I came here to meet all of you and make friends and have fun. That's my life up until now.
Nice.
Someone else go.
Super cool. Thank you, Hamilton. Awesome to hear that you had, that you had so much of experience working with the psychedelics and bringing in the Russian crew. Okay, I could go next. I don't know if the time is like let's keep the eyes on the time. 43 now. Okay, I'll just be speaking till 55, and then we'll see.
Should I put you on a stopwatch?
Cool.
I turned
Yes,
the stopwatch
please
on
do
so I
that.
could let you know. I'll be like 3